I hope it is fine. The next one is lysogenic cycle. Now, what is a lysogenic cycle? In the lysogenic cycle, see, some of the viruses, they tend to integrate into the host genome. Suppose our DNA is there. We're going to have our DNA. We all have our DNA. All the organisms have their DNAs. So in our DNA, what happens is that the integration of the viral genome with our genome takes place. And with our DNA, whenever our cells are multiplying, whenever our cells are dividing using mitosis or meiosis process, our cells will divide. The DNA of our cells, which has now become integrated with the DNA of the viruses, it will also multiply along with our genome. So since it has integrated with the host genome, it will keep on inflicting the things, and it will result in the production of faulty proteins. Because you must be knowing that the DNA we have results in the formation of RNA, and RNA results in the formation of proteins. Here, the proteins which we are talking about is not a normal body protein. It is something which is called as the functional proteins, which result in the phenotype, how we look, how our nose appears, how our lips appear, how our eyes appear, how is our behavior, how is the color of our hair, what is the color of our eyeball. Everything is dependent upon these functional proteins. These are not the proteins which we eat. These are not the proteins which we take for our growth and repair of our body. These are the functional proteins which are produced inside our cells. And when these are produced, our behavior is regulated, our phenotypic characters are regulated. I hope you understand what is a phenotypic character. Phenotypic character is a character which appears morphologically. It means that we can say that a person is tall or dwarf. The person's eyeball color is black or brown. The person's hair color is black or brown or white or whatever. Anything which can be observed morphologically. Now you can ask me, what is morphologically? Morphe in Greek means form, external form, how the organism appears to be. And logos means study. So morphology is the external structure. The study of external structure of an organism is morphology. So whether it is tall or dwarf or short or long, whether it is light or dark, anything, whether it is black or brown, everything comes in phenotype. So this DNA gives rise to, I would tell you, it's a very important concept. And without this concept, biology cannot run. The whole biology is dependent upon this. DNA gives rise to what you call as RNA, and RNA gives rise to what you call as proteins. So this is how the biology is running inside the cell. So everything is controlled by your DNA. So if the viral genome integrates into your genome, your body is going to produce, faulty proteins. And if faulty proteins are produced, your phenotype would be gone, your genotype would be gone, there would be several symptoms. And that's why a person sometimes, initially he shows some symptoms. If the doctor is able to detect the disease, is able to get rid of that disease, the person is saved. Otherwise, that person is gone. So can you tell me, what is the name of this process? The formation of RNA from DNA. Can anyone tell me? Just write it down in your chat box. The formation of RNA from DNA. What is this process known as? Anyone? Krishna? Sandeepani? Let me check. Very nice. It's good. Yes, anyone else? Yes, I would like to have answers from all of you. Krishna. Because see, all of you have to clear NEET. All of you. None of you should be left. Yes. Krishna, any answer from your side? No problem if you don't know. If you would like to have something, if you would like to say something. Mahesh. R.A. Vishwa. Yes, any answer. No problem. No problem, Vishwa. See, the saying, accepting this that I don't know, sir, that is very, very important for science. Very nice, Krishna. Very nice. I knew that you would like to come. Yes, yes. Anyone else? Anyone else? Yes, a question from Sandeepani. Do viruses have nucleus? No. Viruses don't have nucleus, Sandeepani, because there is no need of nucleus. Now, is the genetic material present in them? Yes, the genetic material is present in them. Two kinds of genetic materials are present. In some of the viruses, DNA is present. All of you here try to understand this question. Sandeepani has asked a question. Do viruses have nucleus? If not, then why? Viruses do not have nucleus. There is no need of nucleus because they are totally dependent on the living organism for using their cellular machinery. So they are doing everything when they are coming inside a living cell. They are using the host cell machinery. Okay, that's why they do not have nucleus. Whereas, then why, it is clear to you, but then there is one question. Whether do have genetic material? Yes, they have genetic material. Some of the viruses have RNA as the genetic material. Some of the viruses have DNA as the genetic material. The viruses which have DNA as the genetic material, they are called as DNA viruses. And the viruses which have RNA as the genetic material, they are called as RNA viruses. But here I would like to come back. Sandeepani, I hope your doubt is clear. If you allow me to move forward. Okay, so now this process, as you know, two of you know, out of the 4 students, 2 students have given the right answer. The formation of RNA from DNA is called as, write it down, this is very, very important one, transcription. Transcription. And the formation of protein from RNA. Can anyone tell this? Yes. Anyone? Very simple. Okay. Again, Sandeepani has given the answer, but yes, I would like other students also to come forward. Yes, good. Krishna? Mahesh? Okay, Mahesh? Yes, Krishna has also answered it correctly. Nice. Mahesh? Good students. You're good students. No problem, Mahesh. Very good. Yes. And R.A. Vishwa? Okay, so I would answer this. So it is translation. Very nice. It is translation. Please write it down. Those who did not know this, please write it down. And those who know it also, you must also understand that formation of protein from RNA is translation, but this translation process can be sometimes wrong also. So if it turns wrong, in that case, faulty proteins are produced. And this is what happens in case of lysogenic cycle. When the viral genome enters into your genome, it gets attached with the host genome, and finally, the faulty proteins are produced. So this is all about this. And then one thing I would like to ask you that what is this called as? This whole thing, what we can call this as? So this is the basis of biology. This is the basis of molecular biology. Inside the cells, what is happening at the molecular level? What is this called as? Anyone? No. Would you like to answer it? No. Okay. So this is called as the central dogma of molecular biology. This is the basis of the whole biology. Central dogma of molecular biology. So it's very, very interesting. So this is how it goes on. And viruses are not included in any of the kingdoms. There is no separate kingdom for viruses. These are called as enigma of life. And but yes, in biology we study about viruses because whenever these enter into living cells, they cause diseases. Any doubt? So if you have any doubts, you can ask me. I think so. If you have any doubts or anything, any suggestion, I hope the speed was okay today. Yes, students, Sandeepani, was the speed okay today? Okay, let me check. Okay. Yes. Okay. Everyone has said yes, sir. But then one more thing. Did you understand all the things? Okay. And okay. So one more question is there. So as a teacher, I cannot leave a question. Sandeepani has asked one question. Sir, after protein, is enzymes are formed? Yes, beta. Enzymes are formed, but proteins can give rise to several other compounds like hormones also, like insulin. Insulin is a hormone. So proteins can become hormones also. Proteins can become antibodies also, like immunoglobulins. Proteins can form enzymes also, like pepsin or trypsin or carboxypeptidase and so on. So they can form several numbers of compounds. So this is the answer. Any doubt? Any one of you? If you have any doubts, you can ask me. I'm open for questions. Any questions? All clear. Okay, Sandipani has said all clear. What about others? Krishna, Mahesh, and R.A. Vishwa. Any doubt? Okay, same. R.A. Vishwa is saying all clear. What would the faulty proteins result into? Yes, Mahesh, good question. Krishna is also saying all clear. Okay, Mahesh, one question is from your side. Faulty proteins result into the production of, faulty proteins result into production of wrong phenotypes. Suppose the DNA, the portion of DNA which is regulating your eye color, or suppose the portion of DNA is regulating your sight. So in that case, if a faulty protein is produced, the person would be blind. That particular phenotype for which that particular protein is responsible, that particular phenotype would be affected. I hope you got it. Mahesh, you got it? Or is there any other doubt? Please ask the questions. Never suppress the doubts. That's how science will progress. Okay, that's nice. Good. Thank you, students. Thanks a lot. I loved it. You people are really good students. Thank you.